जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Monday. It is 21st of July. It is Shridhara Masa or Shravana Masa, Krishna Paksham, and it is a Dwadasi Tithi. So today is Mahadwadasi. Yesterday it was Dashimi and Ekadasi. They both were falling on one day. So whenever Ekadasi is falling on Dashimi, we don't fast. We fast on the next Dwadasi day. Then it is called Mahadwadasi for all Vaishnavas. So fasting would be generally on the Ekadasi or Dwadasi days. So today is Kamika Ekadasi, so fasting from grains, beans, cereals, and seeded fruits. So as much as possible, we need to avoid the seeded fruits. So we can take only the pulp. Okay, so that is about the fasting. Can I request any devotees to read? Lata Mataji, would you like to read the Ekadasi requirement also? Mushamati, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhu. The saintly King Yudhishthir Maharaj said, O Supreme Lord, I have heard from you the glories of fasting on Devasayini Ekadasi, which occurs during the last fortnight of the month of Ashada. Now I would like to hear from you the glories of the Ekadasi that occurs during the last fortnight Krishna Paksa of the month of Shravana, July, August. O Govinda Deva, please be merciful to me and explain its glories. O Supreme Vasudeva, I offer my most humble obeisances unto you. The Supreme Lord Sri Krishna replied, O King, please listen attentively as I describe the auspicious influence of this holy fast Vrata day which removes all sins. Narad Muni once asked Lord Brahma about this same topic. O great of all beings, said Naraji, O you who sit upon a water-borne lotus throne, uh, please tell me the name of the Ekadasi that occurs during the dark fortnight of the sacred month of Sravana. Please also tell me which deity is to be worshipped on that holy day, the process one must follow to observe it, and the merit it awards. Lord Brahma replied, My dear son Narada, for the benefit of all humanity, I shall happily tell you everything you wish to know. For just hearing the glories of the Kamika Ekadasi, uh, yes, Kamika Ekadasi bestow merit equal to that obtained by one who perform a whole sacrifice. Certainly great merit is attentively by one who worship and who also meditate on the lotus feet of the four-armed Lord uh, Gadadhara. Sorry, Gadadhara, who holds a conch shell, disc, club, and lotus in his hands, and who is also known as Sridhara, Hari Vishnu, Madhava, and Madhusudana. And the blessings achieved by such a person, devotee, who worship Lord Vishnu ex- exclusively are far greater than those achieved by one who takes a sacred bath in the Ganges at Kashi, Varanasi, in the forest of Naimisharanya, or at Pushkara, which is the only place on the planet where I am formally worshipped. But one who were observed this Kamika Ekadasi and also worshipped Lord Sri Krishna achieved greater merit than one who has darshan of Lord Kedarnath in the Himalayas, or one who battles of Kurukshetra during a solar eclipse, or one who donates the whole earth in charity, including its forests and oceans, or one who baths in the Gandaki river where the sacred saligrams are found, or the Godavari river on a full moon Purnima day that falls on a Monday when Leo, Simha, and Jupiter, Guru are conjunct. Observing Kamika Ekadasi bestows the same merit as donating a male cow and her auspicious calf along with their feed. On this all auspicious day, whosoever worship Lord Sri Sridhara Deva Vishnu is glorified by all the Devas, Gandharvas, Pannagas, and Nagas. Those who are afraid of their past sins and completely immersed in sinful um, materialistic life should at least observe this best of Ekadasi according to their ability and thus attain liberation. This Ekadasi is the purest of all days and all sins of the native. O Naraji, Lord Sri Hari himself about this Ekadasi, one who fasts on Kamika Ekadasi attains much more merit than one who studied all the spiritual literatures. Anyone who fasts on this particular day remains awake throughout the night will never experience the anger of Yamarajas, the king of death personified. It has been seen that whoever observes Kamika Ekadasi will not have to suffer future births, and in the past too, many yogis of devotion who fasted on this day went to the spiritual world. One should therefore follow in their auspicious footsteps and strictly observe a fast on this most auspicious of Ekadasis. Whosoever worships Lord Sri Hari with tulsi leaves is freed from all implication of sin. Indeed, he lives untouched by sin as the lotus leaf also in the water is untouched by it. Whosoever offers Lord Sri Hari but a single leaf from the sacred tulsi tree, Occlusium Basilicum Sanctum, attains as much merit as one who gives away in charity 200 grams of gold and 800 grams of silver. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is more pleased by one who offers him a single tulsi leaf than by one who worships him with pearl, rubies, topaz, diamonds, lapis, uh, lazuli, sapphires, gometa, stones, gomez, uh, cat's eyes, gems, and coral. One who offered Lord Keshava newly grown manjari buds from the tulsi plants gets rid of all the sins uh, he has committed during this or any other lifetime. Indeed, mere darshan of Tulsi on Kamika Ekadasi removes all sins and merely touching her and paying to her removes all kinds of disease. One who waters Tulsi Devi need never fear the Lord of Death, Yamaraja. One who plants or transplants Tulsi on these days will eventually reside with Tulsi with Lord Sri Krishna in his own abode. To Srimati Tulsi Devi, who award liberation in devotional service, one should therefore daily offer one's full obeisances. Even Chitragupta, Yamaraj's secretary, cannot circulate the merit obtained by one who offers Srimati Tulsi Devi a perpetually burning ghee lamp. So, dear is this sacred to Ekadasi to the Supreme Personality of Godhead that all the forefathers of one who offers a bright ghee lamp to Lord Sri Krishna on this day ascend to the heavenly planets and drink the celestial nectar there. Whoever offers a ghee or sesame oil lamp to Sri Krishna on this day is freed from all these sins and enters the abode of Surya, the sun god, with a body as bright as 10 million lamps. This Ekadasi is so powerful that if one who is unable to fast simply follows the practices as mentioned herein, he is elevated to the heavenly planets along with all their forefathers. O Maharaj Yudhishthira, Lord Sri Krishna concluded this were the words of Prajapati Brahma to his son Narad Muni concerning the incalculate glories of this Kamika Ekadasi, which removes all sins. This sacred day nullifies even the sins of killing a Brahmana, uh, of the sin of killing an unborn child in the womb, and it promotes one to the spiritual world by making one supreme, supremely meritorious. One who kills the innocent, example, a Brahman, a child in the womb, a pious and a spotless woman, etc., and then later hears about the glories of Kamika Ekadasi will be relieved of the reaction to one's sins. However, one should not think beforehand that one can kill a Brahmin or that other innocent folk and then go unpunished simply by hearing of this Ekadasi. Such a knowing commission of sin is an abomination. abomination. Whosoever hears these glories of the Kamika Ekadasi with faith becomes free of all sins and returns home back to Godhead, Vishnu Loka Vaikuntha. This and thus ends the narration of the glories of the Sravana Krishna Ekadasi or Kamika Ekadasi from the Brahma Vaivata Purana. Kamika Ekadasi ki jai.
Jai. Thank you so much, Mataji. So today it is Kamika Ekadasi. Okay, so that is from the events perspective. So we shall quickly move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so conversations between Sukadeva Goswami and Buddhava. Sorry, Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. So Sukadeva Goswami, after describing a bit conversations between Vidura and Buddhava, so they have after that they have gone to their places. Buddhava gone to Badrikashrama, Vidura has gone to meet Maitreya Rishi. So later on, King Parikshit he was asking Sukadeva Goswami that. So how come only Buddha was left when the Lord has arranged the annihilation of Edo dynasty and he also left to his abode? How come? So Satukatam avasistaha Buddhava yadharihi api tatyaj akritim tradishaha. So whenever he asking why Buddha was left here, so then Sukadeva Goswami started to responding to Parikshit Maharaj saying that so Apadeshena. So Brahmashapa Apadeshena. So the curse of the Brahmanas, it is just only for the outside sake, but actually kalena amoga vanchitaha, but it is the desire of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So, samhritya swakulam spitam chakchandehim achintayat. After he has made arrangement that his family is departed back to the abode of the Lord or to their destinations differently. So, Krishna's family means so many of Krishna's personal associates and also demigods also have taken birth in the family of uh, Yadu dynasty. So, once they have been departed back to their abodes, then Krishna started to think what Krishna is thinking. Sukadeva Goswami is saying. So today he says that once Krishna, he was thinking that once he goes to back to Godhead, to his personal abode, then only Buddha, if remains, who is the elevated and topmost of all my devotees, who has got all the knowledge, and then he is the only qualified person to spread Krishna consciousness. To spread Krishna consciousness. So likewise, Krishna was thinking. So this is what previously Sukadeva Goswami said, Achintayat, Chakchandehim Achintayat. So Krishna was thinking that Uddhava was the only qualified person to spread the transcendental knowledge about Krishna. Okay, so likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 4, verse number 30. अस्मालोकादुपरते मयि ज्ञानं मदाश्रयम् अर्हति बुद्धव एवाद्धा सम्प्रति आत्मवतं वरः अस्मालोकात् uparate. So asmat, so from this universe, lokat, so this is the material universe, lokat, and uparate, having disappeared from this material world, my jnanam madashriyam, my of myself, jnanam, the knowledge about myself, mat asrayam, concerning myself. This is all transcendent knowledge. Krishna belongs to the supreme, that is the supreme abode. So he does, of course, everything is Krishna's creation. But here, my jnanam madashrayam. So knowing about Krishna's transcendental pastimes, Janma Karma Che Me Divyam Yevam Yo Veti Tatpataha Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma Naiti Mam Yeti Sojjana. One who knows about Krishna's pastimes and that they are very divine, appearance and disappearance, all those things, one does not take his birth again in this material world. So here, that is the knowledge, transcendental. Mai Jnanam Madashriyam. So here, Buddhava is the Arhati Buddhava Evadha. Arhati, he is the only qualified person. He is the deserved. Arhati Buddhava. Buddhavaha. So Buddhava is the one. Eva Adha. And certainly Adha directly. Samprati Atmanuvaraha. Samprati. So at the present moment or Samprati, one can be consulted or who has got all this kind of transcendental knowledge who can describe more like a representative. Samprati Atmavatam Varaha. Atmavatam of the devotees, Varaha, he is the foremost. So Dua is the foremost devotee of the Lord. So that we see, if we see the pastimes of Krishna, so Radharani and then gopis, because of their love towards Krishna and their loving devotional service to Krishna, once Krishna comes to Madura and then he sends Buddha back to Vrindavana just to pacify all the Vrindavana devotees. All the gopis they have absorbed in the devotional service. So because they are in the thoughts of Krishna, they could not tolerate the separation. So at that time, Buddha went, and then Buddha thought that he is the closest devotee of Krishna. And then when Buddha has gone to see all these gopis and Radharani, and then he has become so mesmerized by looking at their absorption in Krishna consciousness and always thinking of Krishna somewhere or other. So this is the position of Buddha. So like Krishna was thinking, Asma lokad uparate mai jnanam madashriyam arhati uddhava evadha samprati atmavatam varaham. The translation for this shloka. Now I shall leave the vision of the mundane world, and I see that Uddhava, the foremost of my devotees, is the only one who can be directly entrusted with knowledge about me. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Hemlata Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna everyone. Janam Mad Ashram is significant in this verse. Transcendental knowledge has three departmental divisions, namely knowledge of impersonal Brahman, knowledge of all pervading Supersoul, and knowledge of the personality of Godhead. Out of the three, transcendental knowledge of the personality of Godhead has special significance and is known as Bhagavad Tattva Vijnana, specific knowledge of the personality of Godhead. This specific knowledge is realized by pure devotional service and no other means. Bhagavad Gita 18.55 confirms this. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavam yas jasmi tattvaha. Only persons engaged in devotional service can factually know the transcendental position of the Lord. Uddhava was considered to be the best amongst of devotees of that time, and therefore he was directly instructed by the Lord's grace, so that people might take advantage of Uddhava's knowledge after the disappearance of Lord from the vision of the world. This is one of the reasons why Uddhava was advised to go to Badrika Ashram, where the Lord is personally represented by the Nar Narayan deity. One who is transcendently advanced can get direct inspiration from the temple deity, and thus a devotee of the Lord always takes shelter of the recognized temple of the Lord in order to make tangible advancement in transcendental knowledge by the grace of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here, Jnanam Madashriyam is significant. Prabhupada is describing about Jnanam Madashriyam. So here, Jnanam, Jnana, Dharma, Yajnas, these are all, they have taken the shelter of Krishna. Um, so it is Bruhi Yogeshware Krishna Brahmanya Dharma Varmani Swam Kastam Madhunopeti Dharma Kam Sharanam Gataha. Where does Dharma took the shelter of what Krishna has left to his abode? This is the question by Savanakari sages. Dharma kam sharanam gataha. So dharma dhyana, all these things. Um, so tapasvino dhana para yasasvino manasvino mantra vida sumangalaha kshemam na vindanti vina yadarpanam. So Shem Tasmai Subhadrasravase Namo Namaha. So unless one is offering all this jnana, tapasya, so tapasvino, dana, para, yasasvino, manasvino, mantra vidaha, sumangalaha. All these auspicious things, everything must be engaged. Otherwise, there is no auspicious. Vina, yet param. So Vina, just only for the Krishna. If otherwise there is no value for those tapasya, jnana. I have got so much, but unless they are not engaged in the devotional service to Krishna, there is no use. So this is jnanam madashriyam. Everything is taken shelter of Krishna. This is sarvasya chatma hudi sannivishto matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha vedesha sarvai ahameva vedjo vedanta krud veda videva chaham. Everything after all studies also only it is to know about me. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita 15:15. So that transcendent knowledge it has spread into different departments. So here it is, Prabhupada is mentioning, has three departmental divisions, namely, this is Vadanti Tat Tat Vidas Tattvam Yajnanam Adbhayam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Sabjate. The three departmental divisions. One is the Brahmeti, impersonal Brahman, and then Paramatmeti, knowledge of the all-pervading super soul, and Bhagavan iti sabjate, and the knowledge of the personality of Godhead. So this is all transcendental scholars. They described the Lord's knowledge into three departmental divisions: Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti, Shabdite. Out of the three, transcendental knowledge of the personality of Godhead has special significance known as the Bhagavad Tattva Vijnana. This is so here in the Bhagavatam also, Etad Bhagavato Rupam Brahmanah Paramatmanah Param Pradhanam Purusham Daivim Karma Vichestitam. Etad Bhagavato Rupam Brahmanah Paramatmanah Param Pradhanam Purusham Daivim Karma Vichestitam. So here the either Brahmanah, Paramatmanah, they're all taking the shelter of Krishna only. And Paramatma is the Purusha Ashyamsha Vibhavaha. He is the also expansion of Krishna. That is Paramatma. But everything is taking shelter of Bhagavan. Param Pradhanam Purusham Daivim Karma Vichestitam. And his pastimes are Vichestitam. They are very wonderful thing. So here, that's why it is called the third one, the topmost thing is the Bhagavad Tattva Vijnana. Bhagavat is personality. So specific knowledge of the personality of Godhead. So this specific knowledge is realized by pure devotional service and no other means. So sometimes we may state one person is trying to meditate, some person is trying to do charity, some person is trying to learn something Vedas. But everything, what it means, so in our spiritual path, elevation, the last word is to be mentioned as the service, devotional service to the Lord. That is the last word. Okay, so that one Narottama Das Thakur describes in his prayers to the Lord. And then here Krishna says, Bhagavad Gita 18:55, that Bhaktya mam abhijanate yavana shashmi tatpataha chakpadeham. This is Bhaktya mam abhijanate yavana shashmi tatpataha tato mam tatpato jnatva vishite tad anantaram. Vishite tad anantaram. They would enter into my personal confidential pastimes. Vishite tad anantaram. Tato mam tatpato jnatva. Tatpataha is scientifically, they understand. So here, only persons engaged in the devotional service can factually know the transcendental position of the Lord. And here, this one we can see whenever we see devotees engaged in the service and for example, in the Vaikuntha Lokas especially, all the goddess of fortunes there, Lakshmi Sahasra Satasambrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. All the goddess of fortunes, they engaged in the service of the Lord. And there, they appear to be visible in the Vaikuntha Loka or in the Lord's pastimes who are engaged in श्रीरूपिणिकुनयति चरणारविन्दं लीलाम्बुजेन हरिसद्ध्वनिमुक्तघोषं संलक्ष्यते स्फटिककुज्झ उपेति हेम्नि सम्मार्जतीव यदनुग्रहणे अन्ययत्नः. We could see the goddess of fortunes, they engaged in the service of the Lord while cleaning the golden walls, which are gold and emeralds, jewels. The walls are like that. There is no dust, but they appear having one lotus flower in the hand and the another hand they're just by trying to clean the that walls. So like they clean everything, all these palaces. There is no dust. So everyone are engaged in the devotional service of the Lord. But for what? Sammadjitiyava yadanagrahani anyayatnaha, to receive the mercy of the Lord. So when we go to the temple and going and see the Jagannath Ratha Yatra, many of our devotees are serving just to receive some kind of mercy of the Lord. But there is not great thing that they are going to achieve. But of course, everything is arranged. But still, they are participating with so much of happiness to receive mercy of Jagannath. All these goddess of fortunes. So that is only persons engaged in the devotional service can factually know the transcendental position of the Lord. They would experience internal in the heart. So Uddhava was considered to be the best among us all devotees of that time. and therefore he was directly instructed by the Lord's grace, so that people might take advantage of Uddhava's knowledge after the disappearance of the Lord from the vision of this material world. So that's why Krishna was thinking that let Uddhava stay here. He has got all the knowledge. Jnanam paramaguhyam me yed vijnana samanvitam sa rahasyam tarangam cha gruhana gaditam maya. That knowledge which was given to Brahma, and Krishna spoke the same knowledge to Uddhava and also the Maitreya Rishi. Okay, so then that's why he was also contemplating. And then this is one of the reasons why Buddha was advised to go to Badrikashrama, where the Lord is personally represented by Naranarayana deity. So Naranarayana, both are having 400 forms. Nara is having golden form of 4 hands, and then Narayana with the 4 hands in a bluish complexion. The both rishis, they are still engaged in this severe penances in the Badrikashrama. So one who is transcendently advanced can gain direct inspiration from the temple deity, and thus a devotee of the Lord always takes shelter of recognized temple of the Lord in order to make tangible advancement in transcendental knowledge by the grace of the Lord. Okay, so that's why we go to the temple where devotees are attracted. So like the flower has got honey and all bumblebees are attracted to the flower. So wherever there is a Lord has got all the knowledge, uh, everything like the Madashriyam, Maijnanu Madashriyam, the knowledge is with the Lord, Dharma is with the Lord, Tapasya, everything is with the Lord. So devotees who are aspiring for that one, they come and they're attracted. Srutamatra Gunam Himam. As soon as just hearing the qualities of the Lord, they are attracted to go back to Krishna or the temple as to associate with the devotees to engage themselves in the devotional service. Okay, so these are the different angles of devotional service. So Prabhupada is describing. So for all this purpose, Krishna thought that let Uddhava stay here, and then he can spread Maijnanam Madashriyam, that transcend knowledge to distribute to everyone else. Okay, so that is Sukadeva Goswami saying to Parikshit. So Asman Lokad Uparate Maijnanam Madashriyam Arhati Buddhava Evadha Samprati Atmavatam Varaha. He is the foremost of all the devotees. Atmavatam Varaha. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. We shall quickly move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is bank letter. Shall skip that one. So today letter to Jagadisha, September 29th, 1970, Calcutta. Okay, can I request Jai Vaid Mataji to read this letter if Mataji is available?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, thank you. My dear Jagdisha, please accept my blessings. I'm so very much encouraged to see your fine letter dated September 21st, 1970, and your movement is being recognized by the sensible persons. Naturally, there will be increase of new members everywhere. Since we have come to Calcutta, many boys are coming to us, even they were very much subversive to the social orders. People are very much appreciating our movement. Wherever we go for preaching work, hundreds of men gather and they contribute liberally according to their capacity. We have already 2 centers in Calcutta and trying to have our own center in the most important neighborhood of this city. So the idea is you work sincerely on behalf of Krishna according to instructions of Lord Krishna in his great magnanimous form as Lord Chaitanya. I know you are very intelligent and sincere servant of Krishna, so try to serve his lordship to your best capacity and he shall give you your proper intelligence. You know that Krishna is spiritual master from within and spiritual master is manifestation of Krishna without. That is a position. Both ways a sincere student is instructed, which is called Guru Krishna Kripa. Simply you have to receive it properly and execute it orderly. take care of the new devotees so that they may read our literatures carefully and come to the real standard of understanding. Our strength is not material strength, but spiritual strength. So if spiritual strength is not strong now, try to make Sripati and the others stronger by spiritual means, by following the regulative principles and chanting 16 rounds. Formerly, Jayapataka was president of Montreal Center. Now he's working here in India very intelligently, although it is a foreign city. Regarding your cooperative program with Karandhara for realizing the great potential for Krishna consciousness in Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver, that is very good news. Do it carefully. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well-wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji, from this letter? To reflect.
Yes, I'll try and do my best. I think I will need to read it again, but from what it looks like, again, Prabhupada is writing to Jagdisha, another of the devotees, and saying that in Calcutta, there are more and more boys coming now to appreciate the moment that they are doing, and there's preaching the more preaching they're doing, the more people are gathering, and they are giving their time and their efforts a lot according to their capacity to help out with the movement. And with their help and everybody's contribution, they have now opened 2 centers in Calcutta and trying to have their own center in the most, probably the part of Calcutta which is the most condensed and important part of neighborhood in that city. So what he's trying to say is that you have to work diligently and sincerely. If you bring sincerity and you follow Krishna's instructions, then everything will, Lord will help you, providing you are sincere. He's saying that I know you're very intelligent and sincere, but try and serve to the best of the capacity, and he will give you that additional intelligence you need, but he just needs to see that sincerity. And he's saying that Krishna is spiritual master from within and spiritual master in manifestation of Krishna without. So Krishna sits within our heart, and he is also there in the forms of deities. That's my understanding, I'm not sure. So that is a position, and just with Krishna Guru's help, Guru's mercy and Krishna's mercy, you will be fine. Just follow the orders and look after the new devotees who are coming your way, and make sure that they read the literatures carefully and have a proper understanding of what they're reading. And he's saying that at the end of the day, the material strength is not going to help, but advancement in spiritual knowledge and devotional service is going to be the strength. So make others follow and ensure that they follow the regulative principles and follow the minimum of 16 rounds. And he's giving credit to Jayapataka Prabhuji Maharaj, that he was a center there. He was at the head of the center in Montreal, Canada, but now he's going to be working here, and it's all a foreign city, so probably it might be a bit overwhelming, but he's coming here as well. He's working here as well, which he's very happy about. And regarding the program with another devotee for Krishna consciousness movement in Canada, he's very happy about that they want to spread the Krishna consciousness in various cities of Canada. and just do it very carefully. And yes, thank you very much. That's my understanding, but I'm sure there is more to it. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very beautifully read and summarized. Any other take points, dear devotees, you want to add to this letter? Gauranga Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Any points, Mataji, to this letter?
Nothing Prabhuji. Mataji all explained. Very nice. I don't have any word Prabhuji. Sorry.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Yes, this letter Prabhupada is describing. So try to serve his lordship to your best capacity. So, and then he will give you proper intelligence. So tesham satadiptanam bhajitam pritipurvatam. Pritipurvatam. Then dadami buddhi yogam tam ye namam upayantite. Krishna gives that intelligence. Okay, so that is one point here Prabhupada is mentioning. And then Brahmande Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jiva, who is the best person while he was wandering in all the Brahmandas? Guru Krishna Kripaya Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. Guru Krishna Kripa. Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. So this is what Prabhupada is mentioning here. So simply, this is that knowledge. We have to receive it properly and get it orderly. Okay, so that is a few points that, and then follow that. So, what is the spiritual strength for us in the devotional service? Stronger by following the regulative principles and chanting 6 rounds sincerely. As simple as that, nothing more. And all these things, when it is going, this is Dharma, Jnana, Tapasya, everything will automatically come together and then support our spiritual life. Okay, so this is what Prabhupada is mentioning and my reflection. Okay, so that is actually Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, so today we have got the teachings of Lord Chaitanya at 8 p.m. Okay, so that is one update from me. And tomorrow is preaching practice session with Prabhavati Sachin Mataji. And also yesterday it was very beautiful Jagannath Radha Yatra to meet all the devotees personally. It was a somewhere or other, but I have met all the devotees, but not much time spent with all the devotees due to the festival. Thank you so much, all the devotees, and it is so valuable to associate with all of you, even for a little moment. Thank you so much. And dear devotees, if you have got any updates or you wanted to share anything, can you share? Hare Krishna. Yeah, and also thank you so much, all the dear devotees, for sharing those pictures.
I was just going to say, Prabhuji, it was my first time, my first ever, even though I didn't take part in the actual Rath Yatra itself, I was mostly at the Trafalgar Square because we were told to be there at a certain time. I couldn't go to the other end. I think it was still an amazing experience for me, and no doubt I'll be coming again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. So I see you are singing and dancing on the stage very beautifully. Yes, that is all service of Krishna. Very nice.
Yes, yeah, Hemlata Mataji was there as well, and I'm really sorry I couldn't meet you. I came about 2 times, but I think I was going at the wrong end of the whole thing, so sorry I missed you all.
Mataji, so, but I have seen all the devotees very beautifully engaging in service. Now all are busy. Very nice. Thank you so much, Mataji.
I think I was amazed at how many thousands of, I don't know how many thousands would you say would have come yesterday. There was food for everyone.
Yes,
Would
I
it
had
was just
also
amazing.
dinner as well.
Sorry?
Um, I had taken prasadam 2 times, maybe, so afternoon and also at the end as well, I believe, while leaving.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that means still there was plenty of food there were at the last
Yes.
moments as well.
Yes.
Uh,
They were coming and
tomorrow,
coming.
I was, yes,
I think nearly 5 it
I'm
stopped.
just assuming maybe 30. Yes, nearly 5 it got stopped. Yeah.
The serving of the food because they ran out.
Yeah.
Does anybody else?
Maybe around 20,000 people.
20,000, wow.
I assume so, Mataji. So it's there. I do not see any gap in between the devotees. So many people, so many devotees.
Yeah, it's hats off to all the people who have been doing all the cooking and cutting and chopping all the vegetables, and there's so much work involved.
So that is, we get the opportunity to take part. Then we will be feeling that happiness forever.
On Saturday, they requested whoever can make it, to the cutting and chopping. Euston Street or somewhere in central London. To go and help.
Yes, and I think garland making as well at the temple.
Yeah.
And, thank you so much, Mataji, for sharing those good things about Jagannath. And also we have got a chance to meet, not me personally, and then spoke to Vrindavan Prabhuji, who has made this Jagannath Rath Yatra in the West Bengal, and who is participating here. He was in the Balaram chariot, on top of Balaram chariot. So he was like a pujari kind of services he was doing there. So that is also one more thing to show. Usha Mataji, you are sharing.
No problem. Sorry, we couldn't meet the group, so I'm really sorry. I would I left early, so I couldn't get opportunity to meet all the devotees. I just saw you, Prabhu, just pulling the chariot there, but couldn't have time to talk even. Yeah. So otherwise, it was nice, really beautiful. So many people, and then yeah, the vibration was so much. The difference is really nice.
So nice.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah, it was very nice meeting everyone. Not, I think Amog Prabhu, he met most of the devotees in our Sangha, not all of us. But as Ved Mataji was saying, like meeting at the steps, I also went there twice, but I could not meet everyone there, but scattered here and there. We met many devotees, but even a few moments of association, it gave so much pleasure around the festival. And it was I think this was one of the best Rath Yatras which we have been going for many years. But as Mataji was saying, like there was prasadam for everybody. Last few years it happened that by 3 p.m. prasadam ran out and people were standing in the queue. They did not get any prasadam, but this time uh, they had enough till 5 p.m. So it's only Jagannath who can do that. If we don't know how the number Amoghar Prabhu is saying 20,000, it could be around near, because there was so many, like from the start of the festival till the end, coming one after another. But almost everybody, I think, they got prasadam. So how much effort, all glories to the wonderful service to all the devotees. I think they were making it in Houston because they needed a big place to chop and cut the vegetables. So arranging for so many people, even I was awestruck, like how they arranged, like for so many of them. But of course, it's not without Jagannath's mercy. So he looked so happy, and then he welcomed everybody. And we before that we had a prior engagement, because of which we got a bit late reaching there, and around 1:15 or 1:20 around we reached. So we were thinking that we'll miss, maybe the Rath will reach Trafalgar Square and we'll miss, but it it did not happen that way. Somebody said that the Rath got stuck. The top of the Rath got stuck in a tree, and Jagannath Rath did not move so for a while, and that gave us an opportunity to join the yatra, and we could pull for a long time. So that made us really happy and blissful, that as if Lord waited for us. And then after there, we went to the temple and saw the Aarti. Jagannath was welcomed, and so many devotees were there in the Soho temple, and we enjoyed the lovely Aarti, beautiful Kirtan. So and then Mahaprasadam, even there it was another blissful before we made home. So nice, a day spent so nicely. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much,
It started late, like instead of 12 o'clock, it started 12:30, quarter to, like more than like 12:35 or 40, something like that.
Yes, it was a bit late. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, Rath Yatra normally start 12 o'clock exactly. Yeah, start late.
Yeah, they were
And there's
saying.
the reason it was reached late as well.
Yeah, half an hour. I think half an hour they started late. So that was also I heard. Yeah, so we got the opportunity. Everybody, so many devotees got the opportunity to pull. Many were in the Trafalgar Square. They later also went there to pull. So yeah, that's Lord's Leela. So blissful and transcendental. Hare Krishna.
Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.
Thank you. Prabhu. Any other updates? If there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनन्तकोटिरत्नवृन्दी जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone.
Happy Ekadasi.
Happy Ekadasi everyone. Hare Krishna.